Let me preface the video with this. I'm a K-hip-hop fan. I listen to mostly K-hip-hop and underground Korean music nowadays. I listen to so much more K-hip-hop than K-pop on a daily basis. But I don't know the K-hip-hop community. So I don't know like the taboos, the rules to being a K-hip-hop fan, what you're allowed to say, what you're not allowed to say as like a content creator in the K-hip-hop sphere of things. I don't know what Korean fans are going to get mad at me about if they watch this video, right? So let me just preface the video with that. It's just kind of me about to vent because I don't know. I'm fucking irritated. But essentially, fuck swings right now, right? Because going into Show Me the Money 9, Show Me the Money, they find like these like underground K-hip-hop artists, the ones that are like not doing music full time yet. Like this is like gonna make their career. It's gonna take them from just doing it part-time, like they have a job, but then when they get home, they like record music on the side and do SoundCloud and stuff. And it's like their hobby of making music. And it takes it from a hobby to a career when they win Show Me the Money or get to the finals and people know who they are, right? That's the whole point of Show Me the Money, to find the new it artist, essentially. That's the way I see it. I don't know, maybe Korean fans think of it differently, but that's the way I see it. It's a great concept. It's a great show. It gives a lot of opportunity for rappers that might not otherwise have that opportunity. And this season, the rapper Swings decides to go on the show to prove his doubters wrong, that he still got it. At first, I was like, that's kind of funny. It's like he's just kind of going on the show like someone who's already made it in K-hip-hop, someone who makes millions of views on new music videos and songs, someone who owns their own label, someone who has other rappers being promoted by him, right? I'm like, it's just kind of like Mommy Son from Show Me the Money season 7. While that was more of like a joke thing from Mad Clown at first, still Mad Clown technically went on the show already being a successful K-hip-hop rapper and competed when there were other like genuine underground artists trying to get their name out there. And at first I was just like, okay, yeah, it's like that, haha, nice job, Swings. We get what you're trying to prove. You did well in the first few rounds. Okay, it's time to stop. And the thing is, with this last episode that came out a few days ago, it was the round where there were 8 left. They all went 1-on-1, and then 4 were knocked out, and 4 moved on to the next round, right? And my irritation comes with the fact that the rapper that I wanted to win the most at this point, which is Kundi Panda, I was like, I want Kundi Panda to go all the way. I mean, like, of course I won't be sad if he loses, but I want him to go all the way. Because I knew Kundi Panda before. Like, I was told about him before Show Me the Money, like, maybe a year ago at this point. I was like, oh, Kundi Panda, nice, okay. I wasn't, like, a huge fan, but I knew he existed. I knew a few of his songs. And when diving into more of his stuff after, like, he came back into my life with Show Me the Money, I'm like, yeah, he's pretty damn good. I want him to win. I think he deserves to win, right? That was my entire mindset. And this past round, it was a 1v1 basically. Essentially, Kundi Panda went against Swings. Whoever got more fan votes of their song live performance moves on to the next round. Swings won. So now Swings is in the final 4 for Show Me the Money. And Kundi Panda, who, I'll get into that in a sec, but Kundi Panda is out. Normally, I wouldn't I'd just be like, nice try, Kundi Panda. Be like Changbin, right? I love Changbin as a K-pop idol rapper, right? I made a video on him. I made tons of videos on Changbin. I love the way Changbin sounds, how he flows, how he raps. I love it. I know he's an idol rapper and everything, and K-hip-hop community hates idol rappers, but I genuinely love Changbin as a rapper. And he tried out for Show Me the Money, got past round 1, and then failed at the 60-second audition and had a full elimination. I was impressed about that. I understood, yeah, Changbin didn't have the right song choice. Changbin really wasn't on his game that audition. Like, I understood why he was out. So you normally get pressed. If Kundi Panda was eliminated by Layone, or if he was eliminated by Mush Venom, or if he was eliminated by Wonstein, whoever, if he was eliminated by another like actual underground artist, I would have been like, okay, they won, fair square. Let me see who else to root for now. Let me go to the next one. But the fact that I'm so irritated by this is that the rapper who Kundi Panda, I'm going to put screenshots right here. After Show Me the Money, his name's already been out there for millions of people. People know he exists now. Even after that, his biggest music video has 200,000 views, right? And then just for example, one of Swing's biggest music videos has 15 million views. Let me keep going. So the rest of Kundi Panda's songs are all under that, right? And his features, right, are Justice, who is huge, but he was already a producer on the show, so Justice's fans already knew of Kundi Panda. And he featured Golden, who blew up from a show that has 1 million views in his performance, but overall his music videos have even less than Cootie Panda's now. While Golden is a great singer, has a gorgeous voice, he's not a popular, like, hit artist. But now Swings, let me just go over here. Swings, right, who already had a 15 million view music video, featured Simon Dominic, who himself has a 15 million view music video by himself, and he featured Lehigh, arguably the most famous K-R&B artist, who is pushing 100 million views on her most popular music video. So, an already famous, popular rapper on the show, who shouldn't even be there in the first place, featured an extremely famous Simon Dominic, who is probably, arguably, the most famous K-hip-hop label, and he featured the arguably most famous K-R&B artist. So, when you're a fan in the audience of Show Me the Money, are you going to vote for the person that, like, you grew up listening to, like, you spent the past 10 years of your life, oh my god, that's Swings, I've known him for so long, that's already a world-renowned artist, I'm listening to a brand new song from him for the first time in a live performance, oh my god, or the underground artist you've never heard of before, with other artists, another artist that's underground, that's a K-R&B artist, and the person that you've already seen rap before on the show, which is Justice. Granted, I think Cootie Panda and Justice go great together. First off, that rap at the end, they've done it twice now. It's just so, oh, I love it. I love it. That ending where they're rapping back and forth and on top together, like an not acapella, a harmonic rap. I don't know if you could call it that, with like the rapping together and harmonic rap. I don't know what it would be called. Anyways, that's beside the point. I think they go really well together. But even though they go well together, it's just like, it's based on audience votes. So the audience is going to vote for the more famous one that they know. Because normally it's like, okay, yeah, if it was Cootie Panda went up against, who was it? Lay One, who might have 1 million views on his highest video. I need to go double check, but he has more than Cootie Panda, right? I would still be okay with Lay One beating Cootie Panda because they're still both technically lesser known artists. They're not like one of the main names of K-hip-hop like Swings is. And then when also Swings bringing in the most famous K-R&B artist and someone from the most famous K-hip-hop label of Simon Dominic, of course they're going to win. And it's just really irritating that the rapper I wanted to win the most, right? The one I wanted to go all the way, is knocked out by someone who shouldn't even be in the competition in the first place because he is way above this. It's literally like having a professional soccer player go down to the tryouts and try out for his own team, right? Or I can do another example, a closer example. A very popular American show, American Idol, right? They're trying to find the next big singer that no one knows of, right? It'd be like having a super popular American singer like Mariah Carey auditioning to be on American Idol when everyone already knows her. It doesn't make sense. Why? I know Swings is trying to prove his dad was wrong. I get that. But it's like, it takes away an opportunity from a rapper like Cootie Panda, who Swings directly knocked out. The winner of Show Me the Money gets their own album produced by the producers of Show Me the Money and a tour. And I'm pretty sure they get to be on their label. I think. I don't know, something like that. Please don't hate me for not knowing 100%. But it's like a huge opportunity for a rapper that just makes like SoundCloud music on the side or something like that. Or a rapper that's just getting into like the scene and trying to make a name for themselves. It's a huge opportunity. And then Swings is here owning his own label like, yeah, man, I'm just going to knock everyone out because I want to prove my dad was wrong. No, you're making people hate you more. I don't get it. I'm fucking angry. I'm fucking irritated. I know Korean fans voted for this. Korean hip-hop fans know more than me in the genre. I'm not Korean, obviously, and I'm just kind of listening to their music, so I don't get like a huge say in what happens, but I just feel like Cootie Panda is so cheated in this, and he deserves a better opportunity than what they gave him. And just to reiterate myself, if Cootie Panda got knocked out by literally any other one that was on his level, I wouldn't be complaining. I'd be like, nice try, Cootie Panda. Maybe he'll come back next year and do better or something. If Cootie Panda got knocked out by Lil Boy, for example, while Lil Boy's way much more well-known than him, still, I would still be like, nice try, fair play, Cootie, you'll get it next time. The fact that he got knocked out by Swings is the whole point of this shit, and I'm fucking irritated. Hopefully I'm not the only one. But yeah, I just needed to vent. I'm sorry. I hope you enjoyed my venting and ranting. Bye.
오답을 너네 모두 꺼주시오 한국말로 하자니 어색하네요 스타일도 바꿨지 이제 내랑 비교 마시오 나한테 내서 이런 거 처음 해보지요 영어 빼고 말해 내 피부 노란색 그래 앞에 번호 8이잖아 빨리 전화해 네가 아는 여자애들 싹 다 불러 오늘 밤은 불지를 거니까 폰을 꺼두기로 해
다시 노아가 끝내 시절로